Right now, think back to your last meeting or conversation where you said a bit more than you should have. Remember that feeling of slight regret in your chest as you walked away, realizing the situation could have gone differently. If only you had shown a little more restraint. The thought keeps spinning in your head. Why did I say that? Why did I talk so much? This isn't just a random emotion. It's a signal from your intuition that, in that social interaction, the focus of attention shifted away from you. Have you ever wondered why the people who command the most genuine respect always speak with such deliberation? It's not that they have nothing to say. It's because they have mastered emotional self-control. Today, you will learn how the ability to hold a pause helps you maintain clarity of thought, and how the power of silence helps you build high-quality, deep communication. Let's be honest. This discomfort doesn't happen because you're a bad conversationalist. It happens because you feel the value of your words dropping due to unnecessary rush. When a pause hangs in the air, an automatic reaction often kicks in. It feels like silence is an awkward problem that needs to be fixed immediately. Your pulse quickens, and you start filling the space with words, as if they are your only support. You start sharing details or excuses no one even asked for. Do you know how that's perceived subconsciously? As an attempt to fill a vacuum in a state of uncertainty. This is a major barrier to understanding. How to stop oversharing. It's an important stage that many go through on the path to confident communication. But why does our brain strive so hard to break the silence? This tendency to fill pauses is a natural mechanism. Let's look at human psychology. For thousands of years, silence was a signal of uncertainty. For our ancestors, a prolonged silence could mean a loss of social contact. Today, there's less real danger, but the fear center in our brain still follows the old maps. As soon as a social pause occurs, stress hormones rise. Any sound gives a temporary sense of connection. But those who learn to recognize this discomfort and endure it discover new dimensions of influence. Your emotional self-control is trained in exactly those seconds. It's a skill available to everyone, and now we'll explore how to develop it using social anxiety tips to build a more trusting dialogue. Imagine your words are a limited resource. If a currency is overprinted, it loses value. The same happens with speech. When we talk non-stop, the value of every thought in the listener's mind drops. People may stop listening, perceiving your voice as mere background noise. It is vital to understand. True authority is created through the ability to be silent at the right time. Think of the people you respect. They never rush to fill the silence. They make pauses, allowing their thoughts to carry weight. If you want to master the skill of how to stop oversharing, start treating your statements as valuable assets. You don't waste your time on trifles, do you? You should treat your words with the same care. Now, you will receive an algorithm that will change your approach to communication. We will break down how to use the power of silence in real life. You'll learn how to turn any awkward moment into a space for conscious interaction. By the end of this video, you'll understand that silence isn't emptiness. It's your zone of calm and power. How can you apply the power of pauses today? Here is a specific technique. When you're asked a tough question, or when a situation requires a thoughtful answer, take a conscious 3-second pause. Just look at the person calmly and with interest. What happens next? After a couple of seconds, the other person will begin to feel the depth of the moment and pay more attention to their own words. In most cases, the person will start adding to what they've already said, revealing their true intentions. This is a fundamental principle often missed by most social anxiety tips. You must know how to hand back the responsibility for the pace of the conversation. The one who remains calm the longest steers the dialogue in a constructive direction. Try doing this in any conversation, and you'll see how people change their approach to communicating with you. Let's look at a situation everyone has faced. a difficult conversation where you feel emotional pressure. The first natural reaction is to start making excuses. In that moment, you lose the initiative. Now, imagine this. A stream of criticism is directed at you, and you just stay silent. You listen without interrupting. Your emotional self-control becomes your shield. When emotional pressure hits a wall of silence, it quickly fades. The other person feels the lack of the expected reaction and begins to rethink their words. Your silence in this moment is more effective than any argument. It shows you are immune to manipulation. This is the practical use of the power of silence in moments of tension. This rule also works in personal relationships. The most magnetic people are those who know how to maintain boundaries and leave room for reflection. When we dump our entire life story on someone right at the start, we aren't building intimacy. We are overwhelming them. Knowing how to stop oversharing is a way to maintain dignity and interest. In love, the one who can listen and endure a pause always possesses greater depth. This isn't about being cold, it's about self-sufficiency. Your ability to let silence be shows you are comfortable with yourself. Silence creates a space for clarity. In the silence, a person meets their true feelings. Your mindset growth begins the moment you stop fearing uncomfortable pauses. Silence is a filter. Human psychology teaches us silence allows you to see more. You begin to notice details, tones, and gestures. You begin to read the situation while others are busy making noise. I suggest an experiment to develop your mindset growth through practice. Try to spend 1 hour of conscious silence among people. In your usual environment, set a goal. Speak only when it is absolutely necessary. Don't fill the pause while waiting for the elevator. This impulse to speak is your point of growth. When you learn to control it, you will feel incredible resilience. This exercise will do more for your emotional self-control than any theory. It is a skill available to everyone, developed through practice. The most important thoughts are born in silence. Have you noticed that truly confident people don't try to occupy all the sonic space? Their presence is felt without extra words. Your ability to be silent is the measure of your inner freedom. Remember this phrase: your authority grows not from what you say, but from how confident you feel when you are silent. This is the foundation of your the power of silence. When you stop fearing silence, you start hearing yourself better. Developing this skill is not just about external influence, it's about being honest with yourself. When you master the power of pauses, your reaction stops being automatic. It becomes a conscious choice. This path leads to true confidence. Quiet strength doesn't need loud proclamations. It shows in the ability to wait, listen, and answer with precision. As we close this conversation, I want you to give yourself permission to be silent whenever you want. You don't need to justify your silence to the world. Your peace of mind depends on how comfortably you can simply exist in the moment, without breaking it with noise. This is the highest level of personal awareness. Tomorrow, when the usual impulse to fill a pause arises, stop. Just breathe out, and feel the clarity returning to you through the power of silence. If you've watched this video to the end, it means you are ready for a serious transformation. Your attention already proves that you have taken a major step in developing your emotional self-control. Write the word silence in the comments if you are ready to practice these skills. Subscribe. Here, we break down the psychology that truly works for your results. Your journey toward learning how to stop oversharing is just beginning. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, your true strength is always calm.